What's going on, guys? Alpha the Wizard back at it here with another video. Today we have me, Alpha the Wizard, versus Pooh, if that's how you pronounce it. This is a Dragon Riders tourney match. Check out their Facebook page and a link down in the description down below. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop in. So we're going to see me losing the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We got 41 versus 40. Opening hand, I got Agito, Kelbeck, Crime, Havness, and Terraforming. Opponent has Orange Light, Instant Fusion, Heartbeat, Planet, and Sheeran. So we're going to see Standby Main. Starting off with Planets. Opponent's going to go ahead and add a Merrily to hand. Then just activate Instant Fusion to get Kikalos and then Kit Effects. I'm going to go ahead and chain Havness here. Summon Javi, do mill a Sheeran and a Scream. He's going to add Scream himself. And then try to Sheeran and Scream. That resolves. Add Solic. And then just make Kikalos. And then Kit Effect. We're going to go ahead and search. Or dump. Dump Rhino. And then Rhino Effect. Go ahead and dump the Solic since it's not as good going second. Rhino 1, Solic 2. We are starting off to a good start on our turns. It's actually my opponent's turn, but it's our turn. Sheeran Effect. Gonna go ahead and fuse all these into Kaleido Heart to spin back his kit. And we still have 5 cards in hand, so we feel really good about this. Activate Scream. And then he activates Sheeran. Sheeran's going to go ahead and dump Orange Light, mill 3. Wouldn't you want to dump Merrily? I guess he's counting on the mill 6, but nonetheless. Go Havness 1, Scream 2. He's going to mill some more. Putting back Havness and Sheeran to get his Kikalos back. And then I said any triggers. He said no. We're going to go ahead and Kelbeck the Kikalos here. Bounce his kit. And then he's going to normal summon Merrily. He's going to mill 3. Well. Go ahead and activate Sheeran Effects. He's going to think hard about this. Put those back to make Kikalos again. And then he's just going to link these two into Sprend. And then go Sprend Effect to dump. He's going to dump Merrily. And then Merrily Effect to fuse. Druis Worm and Merrily for Mud Dragon. And then Plant Top Kelbeck. And then Kit Effect, target itself, bring back Merrily. Or Sheeran. He's trying to Dweller me here. So we do see he milled some pretty... Wait, he's already used Sheeran. Don't think he's Rhino Jet. And Scream. Scream Rhino. So he has no more fuses left. We're going to go ahead and chain Agito. Try to get back our Kelbeck and get some bodies on the board. But he's going to go ahead and shuffle back our Kelbeck. Interesting. Was it worth to use the Medora this early? That I'm not 100% sure. So he's going to go ahead and bring out the Rhino, pitching the Heartbeat, adding the Solic off the Scream. New chain, he's going to go Heartbeat Effects. He's going to add back Crime. So we have to play through Solic, Crime, Dweller. And pass turn. Dweller, Solic, Crime. It's going to be kind of difficult to play through, especially since he has Scream on the field as well. He's going to go ahead and just Dweller here. And draw phase. It's fine. We just activate Terraforming. The reason why we're getting Planet is because if he does crime, like one of our tier cards or Kaleido or whatever, we're just going to go ahead and be able to trigger the Planet so we can pop something. He's going to let Planet go through, add Rhino Heart. I think this might have, honestly, in this particular instance, nah, definitely holding crime as long as possible is correct. And then I just go ahead and force the battle phase. The reason why I just went to battle phase is I was just going to go Kaleido Heart into Dweller before he can trigger his Scream. Or maybe it's just Kaleido Heart into Sheeran. Yeah, probably Kaleido Heart into Sheeran, and then Crash Agito into Dweller. That way in main phase 2, we can go ahead and Sheeran pitch Rhino, and then Rhino pitch Scream, and just full combo. Well, wait, we're under Dweller. I think I was trying to get to a line where I cut off his Scream, Crime, and Solic, but also try to make my own Dweller. But yeah, nonetheless, we're going to attack into Dweller. It probably would have been better to just attack into Sheeran, but I was thinking, like, if I attacked into Dweller, then I could just normal summon Rhino, make my own Dweller, and then try to Dweller Zeus him. And if he... Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to go for. Maybe there was a better line. Leave a link or a comment down in the in the comments, sorry. Let me know if there's a better line here, because maybe it's just something I'm not seeing. I'm under Dweller, so my options are pretty limited. He's going to go ahead and Sheeran effects. Sheeran, Rhino, Merrily. He's going to get his own Kaleido Heart to spin my Kaleido Heart. And then trigger Scream. Yeah, he's just popping off here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Planet pop his Crime. That way, that's out of the way. If I had one more monster, this would be amazing, but he does have Rukalos now, so it's not as good. And then he's going to go ahead and do Solic effect to add. He's going to add Hovness. Main phase 2, Big Think. We're just going to activate Scream. We're going to normal summon Rhino, activate effect, activate Scream, try to get some shuffle backs, maybe to even like bait his. I know he has a Keldo left, and we don't really hit any shuffle backs to bait his. So that is highly unfortunate. We just go ahead and dump Merrily, set our own Crime. The playline here is we have Crime live because of Rhino, and we can send Sheeran, but all our opponent really has to do is just go to battle phase, and it's just not looking good. If he were to summon, we can trigger, but probably be under Dweller. We just go ahead and admit defeat, because we already knew all he had to do was go to battle, but I don't feel like there was another way to play that. Alright, game 2. Opening hand, we have Terraforming, Sheeran, Talons, Planet, and Keldo. Opponent has Instant Fusion, Orange Light, Droplet, Planet, and Solic. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Terraforming, add planets, activate the planets. That's going to get us to a Rhino Heart. And then we just go ahead and activate Sheeran, pitching Keldo, mill 3. Didn't hit a tier name, unfortunately. Normal summon Rhino, effects. Just gonna dump a tier name. Go Hovness effects. Here we have to use our Sheeran. I was debating on using the Rhino, but I think the Sheeran was just better. Kikalos effect. We add Merrily because we need to continue our plays. Alright. So we add Merrily, and then we go Kid effect to summon. Thinking for a minute, and then we're just going to go ahead and mill 8. This keep going thing always makes my replays lag. Mill 8. Let's look at the mills here. Okay, so we have a lot of chain links here. Our mills, holy, we hit a lot of stuff. This is why we did this. Okay, so we went Merrily 1, Agito 2, because we do have talents, and we also have shufflebacks in a graveyard. He has to hit exactly 2 shufflebacks with different names to be able to, like, counter this. And I don't think in 5 cards that's like a high likelihood. But yeah, Merrily 1, Agito 2, Solic 3, Scream 4. So we're going to add a monster, we're going to add a trap, then mill 5, and then I get to fuse. But that's why we had to trigger the Agito to make our talents live. And then we're going to both mill 5. Okay, and our opponent did mill 1 shuffleback. He hit a Kelbeck and he hit Havness. I think if he were to Kelbeck here, that would be really, really good. Okay, and then on my end, I hit a Sheeran. And I did hit a Agito Kelbeck. We just Agito'd, but I don't believe I go ahead and mill. I still have to resolve Merrily. So we're going to go ahead and resolve this. And then that's just going to make a Garura. And then we're going to big think here. We're going to go Sheeran effect. He said only Sheeran. I said yes. I'm not triggering my Kelbeck. He is going to trigger his Kelbeck. It just makes sense here. But I don't know why he didn't trigger his Havness to try to... okay, no, I guess that's correct. Because I could just chain my shuffle back. And then... No, I think that would have been correct. So he chains... Havness, it forces my shuffle back before we mill, and then he chains his Mudora to put my other 3 back. I think he misplayed there. I think that was the turning point in this game. Oh, so he did. Okay. So he did. Just kidding. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and chain his Mudora, put back mine. I don't chain because there's really no need to. Okay, so now he hits a Sheeran, and I hit a Merrily and a shuffle back. So that's actually really, really, really good for me. Okay, he's just going to go Sheeran effect. We're going to chain Keldo, shuffle that girl back, target my Scream, my Sheeran, and his fuse. All right, so now we're just going to go talents, look at hands. And we go ahead and rip away his droplets because that's the only threat we really have here. So we know he has Solic, which is a dead card. Orange Light's a dead card. Instant Fusion Planet are the only 2 cards you can really play with. So we're going to go ahead and link those off into Elf. Garura, effect a draw. Draw 1. And then we just activate Elf, bring back Merrily, because at this point we do have 2 engrave. So it just makes sense bringing back Merrily for the Solic. And we just activate Scream that we drew, set Solic, pass. I feel like we're set up pretty well here. Opponent draws into a Scream. Pretty good draw for him. Activate Planet. That is fine. We do have 2 shufflebacks that he's going to have to play through. Activate Scream. He's going to go ahead and activate the Instant Fusion. Get Kit, and then Kit effect, chain Scream. Now we have a decision tree here. Do we Scream? Do we Solic? Do we Havness? I decided that it was probably better to go Solic, sending Merrily. So he's milling 3. It was risky because he did mill a shuffleback, but it's fine because... Here we go. We're just going to go ahead and use Merrily effect to force his shufflebacks. Because we still have yet to use Scream and Havness. So we have a lot going for us right now. And our Elf is live. Activate Planet to pop his planet. So that was 1 punish for him in this particular instance. And then he just sets Solic, attempts to go to end phase. Because what's going to happen is Kit's going to pop herself off Instant Fusion and then mill 5. I have no more shufflebacks because he just shuffled them all back. So now he's forcing me to play here. And I know he has Havness at this point because he added it. I said, sure. We'll go ahead and Elf Effect because I know I'm about to mill 6. He chains Havnus. He does hit a Shuffle Back and a Merrily, which is not good for me. And then he's going to go ahead and trigger Merrily. I trigger my Merrily and I trigger my Scream. So now I'm going to go ahead and mill 6. And holy, those were some mills. I hit literally every single tier name except Rhino and a Mudora. And Mudora is the only one I haven't used. So I did get pretty lucky on those mills. Resolving the Merrily. He's going to go ahead and make Mud Dragon here. And then I'm going to go ahead and think real hard about my fuses. I'm just using Havnus Sheeran, Chain Mud Dragon, Calling Dark. Safe bet because I could just make Kaleido Heart here and spin back his kit. So now we just make our own Mud Dragon with Garura. And then we bring out Kaleido Heart. And we know he has Solic, so it makes sense to just go ahead and spin that away, because that could prove to be a threat. He normal summons Orange Light, Battle Phase, beats over Elf. And then main phase 2, he goes into Dark. Dark effects. He's trying to take my Sheeran. He's trying to get to a Zeus play. I can recognize this, so he does force my Shuffle Back, which is good for me because I want to get my tiers back in deck anyway. And I'm recycling my Elf, and I get rid of his Shuffle Back. So it's like, this was like a 3-for-1 deal for me. Like, I'm okay with this. All right. And then I go ahead and just Mud Dragon Call Dark just in case he has any weird stuff to do. And then he just simply goes into Avermax. Pass turn. Draw Havnus. So now we're left thinking, how do we out the Avermax? In this particular list, it doesn't play Underworld Goddess. So we have to big think of a way around this guy. So we go ahead and activate Planet Effect. Planet Effect to add. And that's going to go ahead and get us Sheeran Effect, Pitch Havnus, mill 3. And we did mill a Shuffle Back and 2 tier names. That's actually kind of crazy. So now we're going to trigger both tier names. Make Garura and another Garura. Trigger Kaleido to spin back his Scream. And then we're just going to overlay both Garuras. For Beatrice, make Dweller. Attack into his Avermax. Main phase 2, we just go ahead and dump Heartbeat. Heartbeat, add back Solic. And then we draw one. And then we just make Zeus, wipe the board. Holy, he just admits defeat there. All right, moving on to game 3. That was a really good game. Not even going to lie. Opening hand, I have Talents, Merrily, Rhino, Keldo, Mudora. Opponent has Sheeran, Merrily, Talent, Sheeran, Mudora. Our hands are very similar. We both have a Shuffle Back. We both have Talents. We both have Merrily. Only real difference is Sheeran and... yeah. Alright, so he's going to start off with Sheeran. Mill 3. Doesn't hit anything. Holy. Normal summon Merrily. Activate effects. He's going to mill... still didn't hit a tier name. Look at those mills. He hit 3 Shuffle Backs, but that is not looking good. I knew he was trying to bait me into using Havnus, though. So I was kind of reading Talents. I mean, I didn't have Havnus anyway, but I'm just saying the way he was playing. I kind of felt like he had a weaker hand. And in this deck, you have to play to make Talents live. Like, you have to. He's going to go ahead and kit effects. Add Rhino Heart. And then go ahead and kit effect target himself. Summon the Rhino. Rhino 1, kit 2. And then he's going to mill 5 and then dump. Alright, so yeah, he did hit a Kelbeck, Scream, Havnus, and he dumped Sheeran. So he was able to at least get his play started, but what sucks here is there's no way to get to a Mud Dragon unless he does some awkward stuff. So I don't think I'm getting Dweller this game, just based on what I'm seeing here. He's going to go ahead and add Crime, which could prove to be a problem. He does have Sheeran in hand. He's going to go ahead and make Rukalos. Those two, oh, he's making Kaleido Heart. Set Crime, pass turn. We draw into a Keldo. Holy, so these plays actually just got a little crazy. So we're going to start things off with Keldo, pitching Keldo. The reason why we did this is because Keldo is going to add us another card, and then we're going to use that other card in Mudora so I could summon the Mudora. Like, it's actually a cute play line, and it's a really cute way so I can bait this Rukalos. Search the Kelbeck. And then we're going to go ahead and activate Keldo now because he does have two shuffle backs, two Mudora and a Keldo. So we're just trying to get those out of the way now. And he's going to go ahead and crime this. And since this wasn't shuffled back into the deck because it's in a different place, he doesn't have to discard and play into talents. And I didn't realize it at first. I know the ruling, I just didn't realize it in the game state. He said, I don't send because it doesn't shuffle. I said, oh, true. Mudora effect. Pitch, Kelbeck. He's going to go ahead and Rukalos this. He's going to chain Mudora. Big brain plays. Because now he can shuffle back my Kelbeck before it can even activate. Because it was discarded for cost. That was super big brain. And now he can trigger his Kaleido. Yeah, that's actually some big brain stuff, but I am going to chain my Mudora to shuffle back his Sheeran and his shufflebacks. So now that all the shufflebacks are out of the way and both of his monsters have been used, we are free to play. So we just go normal summon Rhino Heart, activate effect. We're going to dump Havnus and then Havnus effect. That's going to get us to our kit. It's actually kind of crazy. Like, we're literally just going to full combo here. Go kit effects. And then kit effects, I had to think about this because I already have Merrily. We're just going to add Sheeran. We don't really need Sulik. Sheeran effect. That's going to go ahead and discard the Merrily because we're not planning on using effect. Yep. And we even milled another Merrily. We could have used Merrily to fuse, but we don't need to because we have kit. So I'm going to think about this. No Merrily. Kit effects. Summon back Merrily. And then we're going to mill 8 cards. And we, mind you, we still have talents live this whole time. But I'm saving it to see where I can end up. Alright, looking at the mills. We did hit a Kelbeck. It's a little risky here, though. We did hit Havnus, which we already used. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But we decide not to mill. We're just going to go talents, take his Kaleido. Make Dark, and this is our cute line. We go Dark, take his Kaleido, shuffle back Rukalos, and then we use our Dark. Oh, I feel like we should have did that in main phase, the sprint play. It would have been more damage too. But I think I was just playing it too safe, I guess. I have a tendency to do that. But now we're going to go ahead and go for the sprint play. Sprint dump Merrily. Merrily effect diffuse. And that's going to get us our own Rukalos. And then pass turn. I should have did this first before battle phase, but I don't know. I think I was just playing. I don't know what I was playing around. I was just playing it safe. I don't know. It just felt like the right thing to do, but it wasn't. Draws into a Merrily. He's going to normal summon Merrily, trying to make his talents live. We were reading talents this whole time. He's going to go ahead and add a monster. Add Havnus. Yeah, there's really nothing he can do here. If he had Sheeran, he can't use it. If he adds Rhino, he already normaled. Adding Havnus is the only play. And then he just scoops. GG's and GG's. Yeah, I said, like, for real though, no cap, those were some good games. He said, yeah, you got it. But yeah, so that was a really, really, really good tourney match. This was actually the semifinals of a tourney. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe down below for future content. And this is Alpha the Wizard signing out.